G'day, Tragic here, and we're back for round 3. And while I was away, a user at Board Game Geek called Dan the Man explained something to me which I'd somehow missed. And I've missed it in all the times I play with my mates and everything. And that is when a hero gets KO'd, they actually can stand up in this mystery phase in the same turn they're KO'd in. Which honestly to me sounds pretty ridiculous. I mean, why would you ever be careful? Just run straight into danger. I mean, all you got to do is roll a d6. If you've got lots of investigation points, who cares? Even if you roll 6, it doesn't matter. So I don't know if I like that rule. I think that rule's actually really bad, but I guess we'll play it for now. I might change it back to my rule and just call it a variant. Because basically, there's absolutely zero penalty for charging headlong into danger. But anyway, so it is the next turn. So it's turn 3. So we are moving the Touch of Evil marker to good old Jack Fellows, and let's get right into it and roll his 1 die. He gets a 6. Okay, so he can pretty much go anywhere he wants. So I think we're going to send him to... we're going to send him to the manor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's in the manor, so we're now going to draw a manor card. Make a Honor 3+ test and gain 2 investigations for every 3+ rolled. Keep this card. Anytime a town elder would be wounded, you may use D3. You may heal. Can't read through the camera. Anytime a town elder would be killed, you must take D3 wounds instead to prevent it. Discard this card if you are KO'd, or if the shadow track comes into a new stage. Okay, so that's a pretty cool card. We get to keep this, but we have to do an Honor 3 test first. He has an Honor of 4, so we are looking for 4 dice. And we want 3+, I think it was. Yeah, 3 or more. And we get 2. And that means we get 4 investigation markers, and we get to keep the card. And we're going to add this card to our list of goodies. Okay, now it is Abigail's turn. She has 2 wounds on her, which I wanted to send her to the abandoned keep, but now I'm a bit worried. Who cares? Wait up, she can get up in the same round she's knocked out in, so what does it matter? Nothing at all. So let's roll a dice. She only needs 1. She gets 1, and because she rolled a 1, that means that she also receives a free event card. The event card reads, play to cancel any event card as it is played, or to cancel any event result on the villain's minion chart. Very good. Play to prevent one source of movement with a shadow track, or play to cause any lair card. Right, that's a very good card. Lots of cancels. Excellent. And she goes 1 into the abandoned keep. Whoop. Spike dice 2, wounds 3. Spectre. Okay, so 2 fight dice. 5 and a 6. She's knocked out. And she fights with What's it say here? Must use spirit instead of combat. And her spirit is 2. She gets 1 wound, so she does not kill him. Okay. So, she is knocked out. She goes back here. Now the knockout rules says that they only discard items, investigation or ally cards. And she has none of them. So all that does is clear her wounds and have 0 negative effects. So that's that awesome rule in action. It is now the heavy hitter's turn, and by that of course I mean Carl. So let's roll another die. This gets discarded of course. He gets a 3. And where is Carl anyway? He's here, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 into the monastery. Okay, so let's draw a monastery card. Awesome. Wound and a +1 spirit. Absolutely awesome. Right, and now, while he's in the monastery, he's also able to buy a monastery item. So, let's have a flick through this. We're burning scrolls, guide. No, guide, no. Discard to automatically do D6 hits to any vampire, ghost, or demon. Well, that's a really good card. Plus spirit, plus combat, plus healing. Okay, well I'm going to buy this. Once per turn or showdown fight ready, you may re-roll any number of your dice when making a spirit test. Wow, how many of them are there? 4. There's only 1 of them, and I think I'm going to buy that. It costs 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's the end of his turn. It is now Thomas. You'll notice that there's a little bit less with the cuts because I'm trying to speed up the editing process because I've got this other project going on with Netrunner 2, and he is all the way over here in the town, and he's got a 2. So he's just going to go 1 to go in here, and he's now in the doctor's office. And of course the doctor's office has all this stuff going on it. First thing he gets to do is draw an event card. Play to immediately take any item out of any discard pile. Awesome, we'll keep that. Now Thomas's spirit is 3, so we roll 3 die, and this allows us to pick up items. And we get 2, so we can pick up 2 investigations. Okay. So now it is the Cooperative Mystery Chart's turn. She stands up sometimes during this phase. Take a shot. Yep. 4-5. Darkness falls. The shadow track immediately moves D3 steps closer to darkness. The hero may collectively take 5 wounds divided as they see fit. To prevent this, no hero may take more wounds than they have health boxes. Okay, so we roll. It's only 1, so we're just going to let it do it. And it is now in 18. Alright, now we draw a mystery card. Okay, so this is pretty bad. every hero must roll a d6. Whoever rolls the lowest has to fight the villain. So that's pretty bad. For 1 round. So we'll start with Jack. He gets a 3. Then Abigail. 4. Carl. 5. And Thomas. 4. So the lowest is Jack. So Jack has to do 1 fight round with the villain, who in this case is... Now, the ghost ship is actually the ghost captain is the one we have to fight. And he fights with 8 fight dice. Because it's 5 fight dice plus 3 for no cursed gold. And he gets 2 hits, which is enough to knock him out. Which is pretty bad, because that's actually till the next turn. Okay, so that's actually a bad knockout. But he gets to roll back, and we attack with his spirit, which is 3. He gets a 6, but he can re-roll his misses. Double 1. So he gets 1 hit, which means he gets 1 investigation. So he gets 1 investigation, his wounds are cleared, and now he has to roll a die. He gets a 3, and he loses 1, 2, 3, and he's placed knocked out here. So, again, not a terrific turn. Got some funky stuff happening though. Okay, so that was not a terrific turn, but not a terrible turn. This gets discarded. See you next time. Carl obviously is doing very, very well, but everyone else hasn't got out of Shadowbrook yet. See you next time.